Elon Musk's Tesla has opened its first showroom in Delhi weeks after launching Model Y at nearly 60 lakh rupees in India. The US automaker first entered the Indian market last month when it opened a similar showroom in Mumbai and started taking orders through its website. On Monday, the company opened its first experience center in the national capital and introduced two variants of Model Y, with the first car delivery scheduled for September. And with this move, the US car maker targets an EV segment that is currently just 4% of overall car sales in India. Who will be Tesla's competitors? Well, it goes up against the likes of BMW, Hyundai, BYD, Tata Motors, and Mahindra, among others. While billionaire Elon Musk, who is the world's richest man, had once spoken of plans to open a factory in India, Tesla's launch hinges solely on imported vehicles right now. And the price is relatively higher compared to many other markets. Sample this. The Model Y rear-wheel drive is priced at about 60 lakh rupees, while its long-range variant costs about 68 lakh rupees. The entry price, which is equivalent to about $70,000, is higher than the starting price of about $45,000 in the US, $37,000 in China, and $54,000 in Germany. It's important to note that in India, tariffs and related duties can exceed the 100% mark, driving up the prices of imported cars. And as Tesla places its India bet and shapes its expansion strategy, in this week's video, we take a look at what's cooking behind the scenes in its boardroom, the factory floor, and some of Elon Musk's other businesses. Here's a sneak peek. We'll also talk about flamethrowers. I'd like to tell our viewers that this is our latest edition of Everybody's Business, our new weekly show that focuses on issues of business, corporate governance, regulations, markets, banking, and the larger question of the economy. Do keep watching and keep the wonderful feedback coming. I appreciate all of it. So, let's start with something really interesting that happened at Tesla just last week. On August 5, the company granted its CEO Elon Musk shares worth $29 billion in a new pay package. Musk can claim the new award if he remains in a top executive role at Tesla for another 2 years. Experts and watchers say that this was done to keep the billionaire in charge of the company, which has seen some ups and downs in the recent past. This is a pivotal time for the company as it forays into the domain of robotaxis and robots, moving beyond its core auto business. What is this pay package, and where did it come from? Tesla says that this interim award of 96 million new shares as a first step was taken in good faith. Why do they say that? It's because the pay package worth more than $50 billion for Elon Musk from 2018 remains stuck in Delaware courts. And why is that? The ruling by a court to strike down the package came after a shareholder lawsuit said that the compensation package was dictated by Musk himself and was the product of sham negotiations with directors who were not even independent. By the way, this is not new in the world of global corporates. Pay packages of CEOs of firms like Salesforce, AstraZeneca, 3M, BlackRock have also been in courts. In a letter to shareholders on the latest package of $29 billion, the board of directors said that it was meant to compensate Musk for his extraordinary work at Tesla. It said that he had not received any meaningful compensation for 8 years since the 2012 CEO Performance Award was earned in 2017. And that despite the shareholders' overwhelming support in 2018 and in 2024, Tesla's legal efforts continue in courts to reinstate the 2018 payout. The board said that Musk has delivered an unprecedented growth at Tesla, and even as the 2018 pay package remains stuck in courts, a deal is a deal. And to honor that, the board has taken this good faith decision. But there's another reason the board appears to have made this move. According to its letter, retaining Musk in a leadership position at this juncture is more important than ever before. Tesla is transitioning from its role as an EV leader into a big player for AI, robotics, and related services. It says that the war for AI is intensifying. And for context, please do watch the latest edition of our show, AI Site. I'll leave the link in the description below. The letter said that while Musk's attention is needed at roles in xAI, SpaceX, Neuralink, XCorp, and The Boring Company, Yes, that's exactly what it's called. The board was confident that this pay package will incentivize Musk to remain at Tesla. And now that I've mentioned the Boring Company, how can I not talk about it? The Boring Company designs and builds underground transportation tunnels to reduce urban traffic congestion using loop systems for passengers and freight. But it also sells a product named, wait for it, not a flamethrower. And it is exactly a flamethrower. Well, it kind of looks the same anyway. The difference is that the Boring Company makes propane torches shoot short bursts of flame to just a few feet, and a military or industrial flamethrower projects a continuous stream of burning fuel over longer distances. Anyway, we digress. Coming back to Musk's pay package. There's a catch in the latest $29 billion pay package. The board has said that if the Delaware courts reinstate the 2018 payout of over $50 billion, this interim award will be forfeited or returned. To put it simply, there can't be any double dipping. A special committee of the board will also work on a long-term CEO compensation strategy, which it plans to put to a shareholder vote at its annual meeting in November. And all of this, even as Musk's fortune has taken a big hit in 2025. A hit worth over $60 billion according to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index. Now, how did that happen? See, much of Musk's fortune is tied to Tesla, whose stock has fallen 13.08% so far this year. Sales have been an issue, and so has Musk's politics. Let's discuss both one by one. Things haven't been all rosy for Tesla in the recent months. While Chinese automaker BYD's vehicle production fell for the first time in July after a 16-month growth streak, it still remains the world's largest EV maker. BYD surpassed Tesla in total vehicle sales last year. However, it's important to mention that Tesla kept a narrow edge in pure BEV sales. What does that mean? BEV stands for a battery electric vehicle, basically cars powered entirely by electricity stored in a battery with no petrol or diesel engine involved. This excludes PHEVs or plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, which can run on both electricity and fuel. So, while BYD was ahead in total sales, which is BEV plus PHEV, Tesla still led in pure BEV sales. This challenge by the Chinese automaker has been a tough one for Tesla, and its ripples can be felt across the company. But that's not the only thing. According to a Reuters exclusive, Tesla's loyalty took a big hit since Elon Musk endorsed US President Donald Trump last summer. According to S&P Global Mobility data shared with Reuters, Tesla's customer loyalty peaked in June 2024. At this point, 73% of Tesla-owning American households bought another Tesla. And then, in July, this brand loyalty began sliding. This is around the time Musk endorsed Trump following an assassination attempt on him. The loyalty number then bottomed out at 49.9% in March this year. This was weeks after Elon Musk launched Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, and started firing thousands of government workers. But there's a silver lining for Tesla here. Its US loyalty rate has since been rising. It was 57.4% in May, placing it above the industry average and about the same as Toyota, but behind Chevrolet and Ford. And we all know that Musk and Trump have had a falling out now. A very public and ugly one at that. Musk appears to be back, focusing wholly and solely on his businesses again. One indicator is that Tesla is gearing up to launch a household electricity supplier in Great Britain in the coming months. Tesla has formally applied to the energy regulator for Great Britain, Ofgem, for an electricity supply license. This would enable Tesla, which also runs an energy supply business in the US, to provide electricity to domestic and business premises in England, Scotland, and Wales. Back in India, now that it has formally entered the market, there's a lot of work lined up for Tesla. Currently, it has only 2 showrooms and has launched only 2 Model Y cars made in China, and their superchargers at location in Mumbai and in and around Delhi. It's still to bring other models, including the Cybertruck, to India. By the way, many people, including my colleague Rama Lakshmi, who took this photo of the Cybertruck in the US on your screen, say that it looks like the Batmobile. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. With all this and the India entry, there's a lot happening behind the scenes at Tesla, from the boardroom to the marketplace. Do keep watching The Print for meaningful updates such as this one.